So here we are. It's the second month of quiet. And last time there was a bit of an incident at my birthday party, so I want to check on Cal. And Rex too, probably. Do you ever think about Tammy? Cal asked you as you both leaned back against the fence and watched the shadows creep across the garden path. He takes a long pull of his canteen and sighs. I don't know. I don't want to be a downer, man, but it's so sad, you know? It's been, 7 years? He scrubs his hand through his hair. We're all totally different people than we used to be. I wonder what kind of person she would have grown up to be. Yeah. Well, at least she didn't have to see the mess that all of this has become. You spot Rex's leg hanging over the side of a makeshift hammock he's fashioned out of a tarp cloth. He's asleep, but he stirs as your shadow falls over his face. What? He murmurs, blinking up at you. What's up? Do you need something? No, just checking on you after you took those hits for Cal. Gross face. Anemone. Hi. You catch Anemone around the side of the garrison, leaning against the wall with her eyes closed. You call her name and she jerks awake, her hand going to her rifle. Huh? What? What's going on? Are they here? No, I just wanted to say hi, or just see how you were before I go to teach class. Tangent also offers her services as a tutor, but she's much busier than you are when she's not in class. She's usually working in engineering. It must be nice to have such a clear picture of what you want to do with your life. Tangent has been a brainiac since she was a little kid, and it makes it hard for the other students to relate to her because she just can't understand not being super smart. It makes you the more popular tutor for sure. And 34. And I got 3 stars. And I know that there's a way to somehow... Oh! I got reasoning level 2. Autoplay Fairy? Autoplay Fairy sometimes plays the best hand for you. Interesting. But I also wanted to see... Okay, so it wasn't here. Oh, I think it must be here that the option to forget certain things, like, I don't think I need giggling anymore since that's just a level 01. And also, that one has a negative effect on other cards, so I think I'd like to forget that one. Okay. Okay, you two are okay. Cal's okay. How's Geoponics doing? Cal is hauling a huge bag of fertilizers, the muscles in his arms bulging as he staggers past. Hey, Solana, he grunts, dropping it at his feet. Oh, I'd like to see a soldier do that. Yep. Is there anything outside? No? I'm almost at the ability where I can gain some persuasion. So what was that? Humanities? We can do humanities again this week. It's time for your end-of-term humanities project. You, Tang, and Mars are all very excited to finish this project, showing everything you've learned this subject so far. Congruence help you come up with your project idea. Pretend you're 500 years from now and you're learning about the first colony on Vertumna. What sources of information would you be reading, watching, or listening to in order to learn about life back then? Create one of these artifacts for future students of the humanities. We should write a textbook Tang says during your brainstorming session. The more we show we've learned, the more likely we'll pass the class. All we have to do is make sure everything is in there and we're done. Mars rolls her eyes. That's so boring, Tang, she whines, putting her head on Tang's shoulder. Who wants to write the literal book? We should do something fun and stylish, like, ooh, we could make a music video. Tang looks horrified. We are not making a music video, she says, grimacing. Surely we can meet somewhere in the middle. Mars turns her head so she can kiss Tang on the cheek, and the bridge of Tang's nose goes pink as her eyes dart to you nervously. Every band needs a bass player, Mars croons. Ooh, or a key artist. Tang shudders with her whole body, dislodging Mars, who giggles and relents. Okay, Mars says. Let's be serious here. Tang's right. We have to do something that proves we've learned everything about this subject that's worth knowing. Mars is right too, Tang admits. There's no shame in relying on her charisma. You mean my good looks, Mars asks, flipping her hair over her shoulder. Tang looks down at her hollow palm and smiles. Truly, what's better than gals being pals? In the end, you agree to record a new segment about the colony's roar and nature. Here. And 45. You, Tang, and Mars pour everything you have into your final project. It's a hit! You even post it on the colony message board and get tons of comments and even a few kudos. It's gratifying to know that something you've written is being enjoyed by the people you love. Is this why old Earth poets wrote so much? Congruence's hollow projection smiles at you. Congratulations, you three! As an Earth poet once said, if you don't know where you've come from, you don't know where you're going. She invites you to come to audit the class whenever you'd like. Huh. Okay. And now it's pollen season once more. And here's Cal. Yeah, I do think about Tammy. I don't see anything over here. So maybe outside? Nope, nothing out here. Nothing over here either. Well, I guess I'll go back in. Congruence tells you that today you'll be learning about the history of capitalism on Earth. You mean why humans used to have nice things and now we just eat up mashed trivet and soy cakes? Mars says smugly. Please, Earth humans might have messed everything up, but at least they still had style. Ever patient, Congruence ignores Mars's contribution and projects a holovid to the classroom. A solemn woman in weird clothes identifies herself as Haven Constance Odinium, an educational designer for the Vertumna group, and tells you that the following experience has been created specifically to teach you, the third generation of the group, about the largest contributing factor to Earth's destruction, capitalism. You and the other students exchange worried looks. You spend the day in an interactive experience that covers the history of capitalism, from market feudalism to the transition to colonialism, then its major phase like industrialism, mass production, and corporatism. It ends with a discussion of how it collapsed in the late 21st century, as wealth inequality and environmental concerns finally weakened its homogeny, along with the planet itself. The educational experience tells you that despite being regarded as simply an economic system, capitalism had been responsible for more violence on Earth than any act of war. From its very beginnings, as the colonial powers spread mercantilism across the globe, it required a constant supply of people to exploit through any means necessary. It took centuries for people to realize how horrible capitalism was, once people could no longer hide from its racist colonial history. You're partway through the lesson where Cal realizes the parallels. But we live in a colony, don't we? Aren't we colonizing Vertumna? Isn't that wrong? Of course not, dummy, Mars reasons. There aren't any people here to take the land from, just a bunch of animals. But this was the animals' home. Cal nods in agreement, and Mars is not impressed. I squashed a dorp's moth the other day, she retorts. Are you going to put me in future jail for money crimes? Yikes, Solana, you should lock yourself in your room if you're so worried about hurting the environment. Tangent watches the exchange silently, but turns her head and doesn't meet your eye when you look at her. What's that? You already have the best score, okay. I guess I'll just push through then. I'm so close with persuasion. Cal is hauling a huge bag of fertilizer, the muscles in his arms bulging as he staggers past. Hey, Solana, he grunts, dropping it at his feet. Ooh, I'd like to see a soldier do that. Yeah. Okay, so we'll go get some food. Cal stretches and rubs his stomach. I'm famished, he says. Let's go grab some chow, yeah? You and Cal trek over to the cafeteria, where Cal loads his tray with enough to feed at least 2 of him. I'm a growing boy, he says, indicating his plate. Working outside takes a lot out of you. You spend an enjoyable lunch hour reconnecting with Cal, who is more than happy to tell you all about everything from crop rotation to who's kissing whom on the garden crew. It's nice. You learn that language you speak, Esperanto, is a conlang, or constructed language. It was designed to be easy to speak for foreign speakers, at least European ones, to learn, in the hope that it would bring people together. The word Esperanto means one who hopes. And there's 32. Okay, so now I have creativity level 2, 5% chance to gain 1 extra skill. Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to see if we can finish leveling up our persuasion to level 1 next time.